Do what I mean and not what I say.
Guys, T-Square's running around like a head with his chicken head off.
In the beginning, was it a chicken or was it the head? Bam, chicken, bam, bam. Trent, I bet you my beer is going to be more eccentric than your beer.
Well, you know, hey, I'm going to be bringing out some, now that it's getting colder, I'm going to be bringing out some interesting stuff. So.
Oh, we should totally take a look at that. I used to love that coin, but I don't hold it anymore, Pepe. Got rid of it a long time, didn't make the portfolio cut. I bet you my beer is more tastier than Daly's beer. Oh shoot, I forgot. Trent, I forgot to hit the button. 1 second. Thank you.
In crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb and Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb and Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Is that username Kitty on Fire? Kitty on Fire. You're muted. I can't hear you.
I said, that's a disclaimer where this is not financial advice, but I wonder why you didn't laugh.
Well, welcome in. I don't know if you are a returning. Oh, Daniel Kazi. What in the world?
Daniel, YouTube did an update, and literally everybody's name has been changed. It's so terrible because I had everyone memorized, and now I have to relearn everybody. But Daniel, did you name yourself Kitten on Fire just out of curiosity?
No. It's Kitty on Fire.
Katan. Trent.
What's up?
Oh, I guess I'll do that. Guys, if you haven't already and you're new here, smash that golden like button. I'm just kidding. Not copyrighted. Guys, I have a subscribe bell, ring a ding ding, and you ring a ding ding. You can find that bell over there on YouTube and over there on Kick and Rumble. I'm pretty sure it's a heart, but maybe I'm wrong. But if not, you can touch my heart and you can go find it and do the research over there. Hey, what's up, Chris? And then today I have the great nation that's going to triumph Trent's beer for its eccentricness. It is called Jammy Pants Tart Ale, Trent. It's a tart ale with blackberry, blueberry, and boysenberry. 1 pint, 7% alcohol. Look at that pants, Trent. He has berries in his pants. Little ASMR pop. That was really weak. That is a weak ASMR. You guys need to package your ale with a little bit more pep to it. Trent, before you get your drink, oh, maybe I should let you get your drink first. I just wanted to point this out because it was so interesting to me.
Oh, sorry. Let me get you a pop. You know what? Just talk for like 12 seconds.
Well, okay. Well, let me say this because this is really interesting.
Okay.
So Pepe was pointing about Cadena, and it says, Cadena public announcement. We regret to announce that Cadena organization is no longer able to continue business operations and will be ceasing all business activity and maintenance of the Cadena blockchain immediately. We are tremendously grateful to everybody who medium Cadena, and over 566 million Cadena remains to be distributed as mining rewards continuing until 2139, while the platform emissions has 83.3 million Cadena. The Cadena community to discuss how we can aid the transition to the community governments and maintenance, and we will be post updates and they will become available. We are tremendously grateful for all team members and community members and partners who went on this journey with us. We wish everyone a good fortune and the future. So pretty much it just became a meme coin, a layer 1 meme coin.
So I just started a goal. Now,
did you hear anything?
I did.
Okay.
Cadena.
No comments?
I do in a minute. That's why I said talk for like 12 seconds. Look, so I started a goal in the chat. Now I need to say this at the front end. Daily, you've got to be banned for a little while from giving in the chat, okay? Like, you know, I mean, I guess I can't ban you, but I'm just trying to say, like, you know, keep your money in your pocket for a while, man. You've been really good to us, you know, so I'm not targeting you, okay? For everyone else, I put a goal in the chat. YouTube, this is a pretty cool YouTube feature. So I put a goal in the chat of a goal of 5 super chats over the next hour of $2 a piece, or of $2 or over. And if we meet that goal, then I'm gonna gift Daniel Ghazi a membership. So, guys, we're you know, like, we're after building one of the tightest knit communities, crypto communities on YouTube, right here in the Brew Crew, and you know, we're gonna do we're gonna do things like this. Imagine when we have thousands of subs, and imagine when we have thousands of subs and we meet a super chat goal, and that goal is going to go toward, like, I don't know, gifting something to a single mom or whatever, and have, you know, proof in the Discord that we did it, or, you know, something like that. I'm just brainstorming, thinking big, guys.
Maybe we'll give Daniel Ghazi a car.
Yeah, so anyways, I got my, let's see, what do I got here? We got a double dry hopped Faces of Phases, a hazy double dry hopped triple IPA coming in at 10.4%. So here's our ASMR pop.
Chris says, I'm seriously broke ace biatch right now. Guys, otherwise I totally would. I am not even in any real trades right now. Unfortunately, had to pull some off, sadly.
Hey, it be like that sometimes, Chris. Next time we're gonna give you a membership. So,
you know what's really interesting about today's chart trend, price action, is I don't want to say it, but I kind of nailed it today in our Discord, because I said the 1 hour seemed really hot on all time frames, and the 4 hours seemed wrong in all time frames, and it literally just it shot up on the 1 hour and then flash crash gave it all back in the 4 hours. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Daily, you're so appreciative. I love you, Daily. We'll give you a car too someday. Are there any coins ready to pop off? Yeah, if you flip the chart upside down, you can find a whole bunch.
Damn, dog.
Oh, what'd you think about the Cardano?
Well, so what do we got? Yeah, so
I was uber bullish on them back in 2021.
I never cared about it, but and that's not to make light of anyone who lost money with it. Like, we never want to see that, but yeah, so they're basically closing up shop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So technically, it's like
activity.
it's technically like Doge, right? So
Yeah.
it's mineable and it's a meme, but there's a set supply.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much what it is.
Is it technically proof of work?
Yes.
Okay. So look,
Imagine you bought a Cardano miner. Oof.
I'm just saying, like, guys, what did we just say yesterday about Caspa? And I'm not trying to hate on Caspa, but anything that's proof of work other than Bitcoin, guys, I just seriously have to question it. I seriously have to consider, whether or not it's going to be able to live up to the competition. And the competition, by the way, is Bitcoin. So I don't know, guys. This seems like it could be followed up with deja vu in a year by something happening with Caspa. Like, I hate to say it, but if you're if me saying that, if the thought of Caspa going to zero makes you want to throw up or harm yourself, then you're probably overexposed to it, right? So I don't know. If I were a holder of Caspa, this thing with Kadena, because I remember they used to be in the same conversation. I remember watching BitBoy back in 2022 when he got on his big kick about saying that he was going to do these morning research streams, and he was traveling a lot, and he was like, sorry guys, I know I've been traveling a lot, but I'm back in the studio. I'm gonna double back down on content, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to live stream my own morning research so that you guys can see that live or whatever. And when he started doing that, back in that day, Kadena and Caspa were in the same sort of conversation,
right?
And now we see this, and I don't know, if I were a Caspa holder, it would kind of make me, wonder, not give up on your conviction, but it would make me question whether I'm. It would make me. Hey, thank you, Real Meta Crypto.
Oh no, it doesn't count though. It's only $1.99.
No, that counts.
Sorry, Daniel. He's a penny off.
It still counts. Yeah. So it wouldn't. I'm not saying shake your conviction, but it would make me question if I'm overexposed. That's all I'm saying. So we do have, by way of news, guys, we do have the fact that Trump just threatened to increase the tariff on China to 155%.
You should pull that up, Trent. Go over the news.
Yeah.
I might even have it too. Here's what happened in crypto news today.
Well, I got this right here. Let's see here. Fed mulls skinny payment accounts to open rails for fintech and crypto firms. Industry watchers welcomed the idea of skinny master accounts as another sign of the end of crypto banking troubles, in what insiders describe as Operation Choke Point 2.0. The U.S. Federal Reserve is considering the introduction of a new type of payment account that would make it easier for smaller companies to participate in the central bank's payment system, signaling the end of the crypto industry's banking access challenges. The newly floated payment accounts would seek to grant full access to fintech companies seeking to utilize the Fed's payment services, which are currently reserved for large banks and financial institutions through the Fed's master accounts. I believe we can and should do more to support those actively transforming the payment system, said Fed Governor Christopher J. Waller during his speech at the Payments Innovation Conference on Tuesday. Adding, to that end, I have asked the Federal Reserve staff to explore the idea of what I'm calling a payment account. The payment accounts would be available for all institutions legally eligible for an account that currently conducts payment services through a third-party bank. The skinny master accounts would provide, why does it got to be a skinny account?
Yeah.
It would provide access to the Fed's payment rails while controlling for various risks to the Federal Reserve and the payment system, Waller said. While the idea is still in an experimental stage, it signals a growing effort toward the integration of fintech and crypto payment companies in the traditional finance system. Industry watchers saw the news as a positive development for the crypto industry, as many companies have faced debanking challenges in the past. During the administration of former U.S. President Joe Biden, at least 30 tech and crypto founders were denied banking access in what some insiders described as an orchestrated effort known as Operation Choke Point 2.0. Thank you, Governor Waller, for realizing the terrible mistake the Fed made in blocking payments-only banks from the Fed master accounts and reopening the access rules the Fed enacted, wrote Caitlin Long, founder of CEO and Custodia Bank, in a Tuesday X post. Adding, the Fed told courts that such firms would put financial stability at risk of being inherently unsafe and unsound. Thank you for admitting that it's not true. It was never true. The collapse of crypto-friendly banks in 2023 sparked the first allegations of Operation Choke Point 2.0. Critics, including venture capitalist Nick Carter, described it as a government effort to pressure banks into cutting ties with cryptocurrency firms. Fed is hands-on on tokenization, smart contracts, and AI-based payments. We're also looking ahead, conducting hands-on research, tokenization, AI, smart contracts. We do this to understand the innovation happening within the payment system, as well as to evaluate whether these technologies could provide opportunities to upgrade our own payment infrastructure, added Waller. So, guys, there's this goes in a couple directions here. It makes the integration between crypto and banking accounts much more seamless. So we saw Coinbase and Crypto.com both with you could get your work check, your W-2 direct deposited to Coinbase or whatever. And then they kind of rolled that feature back. Well, that's just one example of how this seeks to make the integration between crypto and banking much more seamless for the everyday person, which is bullish. But it's also going the other direction as well. It's also the crypto industry, serving as a potential example of how the Fed itself could restructure their whole payment system, meaning the Fed, could be looking at lending and borrowing and sending cross-border payments and sending, stimulus to banks and stuff like that via blockchain rails, which is incredibly bullish. But then, what happened is just hours after this today, we see, you go to Cointelegraph on Twitter, just hours after that today, we see this, this news of Trump coming out and saying new tariffs on China will rise to 155% effective November 1st. And he's playing this cat and mouse game with Xi Jinping. And he's doing it because, he said, first he came out and said, hey, on October 31st, it seems pretty likely that I'm going to meet with Xi Jinping in South Korea. And then he backtracked that and said, I don't know if I'm going to meet with Xi Jinping in South Korea. And then after that, he comes out and says, hey guys, 155%. And then we were just up, Bitcoin knocking on the door of $114,000 today, and then we dumped back down to 108. But, the fact that we are still holding above, and this will kind of transition us into our charts and TA, and you can take it away. Like the fact that we're still holding after this kind of news, the fact that we're like, man, we're still holding this 200 daily moving average. It means that, like, guys, the life support has not been cut off yet. And, if you were watching yesterday, you know that I don't think the life support of the bull run gets cut off unless Bitcoin loses the 50-week moving average. That's the 50-week moving average at around $102,000. As of today, it sits at 103. Well, 102.5, something like that. But we bottomed at 103 already. So that is the official point in time if we close 2 weekly candles below that, where I think the life support of the bull run gets cut off and we go into some kind of a bear market. I believe it would be a shorter
like
bear
pause, like a 2-month pause, like in the
Right.
bull market while the government shut down. It's like a pause in crypto. Bull market's still coming, it's just on the pause.
Right. It would be a short-lived bear market. But look, guys, if anything in the stock market, anything under than a protracted 18% drawback is considered a bear market. So I'm not afraid to call it a bear market. I'm just, what I don't mean is like some, 80% 2-year-long dip. So the 50-week moving average. But if we fail to hold the 200 on the daily, I think that means we go down and test 103 again. So that's where I'm at.
That's where you're at, Trent? That's it? short and sweet. I like it. Well, now, you know what? I was just covering real quick before we jumped in the charts. Is I was reading while you were talking the actual Cardano Cointelegraph talking point about how it got dumped. And it does look pretty scammy, man, as a rug pull. I mean, it dipped 60% in 90 minutes. And they still hold a large supply of the tokens. And the chart's not looking good, Trent. And they said they have some people winding down, that they're holding. You know what I didn't realize that were going to help the wind down? What I didn't realize, Trent, was the Cardano founder was Pope Joy was previously the lead of JP Morgan's former blockchain center of excellence. Well, I can see why he left. Left go, maybe.
Hey, we got good morning, Brew boys. Give the Aussie some good morning news, boys. Welcome on in. I take it you're already a subscriber to the channel. And
I think I recognize him. I think his name's usually Aussie something.
Oh, yeah. It's tough sometimes because YouTube started putting everyone's usernames on the chat instead of their names.
Do you know if that's reversible?
We got to it's not. So we kind of got to relearn some people. But welcome in. If you're already subscribed, welcome. If you're not, well, join the most hydrated crypto community on YouTube and touch T-Square right in his banana zone while you're at it, which happens to be his heart.
Though, I want to say one thing too, Trent. DZ was asking if we had any things that we were looking at for moving. And I did say yesterday, you're my witness, Trent. I said Co-AI was my pick, and it did great. You right? You were there. I said that. As tired as I was yesterday, I dug out the goods.
Yeah.
You know what's interesting? Seeing gold down 5%. Holy cow, that's a lot. Considering how much money's in gold. That's just this market cap. That's not actually the actual market cap either.
Yeah. I am currently up 162% on Bless.
From yesterday?
Yes, I got in at 0.03594. 0.03594.
That's not bad, Trent.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I actually closed my Bitcoin trade out today positive. I closed it out a little earlier today, and like up like 10%. Actually, you know what's funny, Trent? I had a really good entry point in, and I can't remember where I closed it. I think it was like right here, and then I looked away. I should go back. It was pretty funny. Where were we at? Okay, so this is the 15-minute, right? So this is like most of my day. I looked away.
IPA is a juice bomb, by the way. It's really good.
Well, I was watching some things that CryptoFace was saying, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about the market on the 1 hour and 4 hour back in this time zone right here. Actually, it might have been right. Might have been right here in this time zone. We came up and we wicked down, and I was like, I don't know. I was like, the 1 hour looked good, and the 4 hour looked bad, and I was like, we're still coming down pretty majorly. I don't know how I feel, and I literally closed my trade out, Trent, right here. And I looked away and looked back, and I was like, son of a biscuit eating monkey nut. I missed it. But guys, no shade, because I did close it out 10% profit. So you guys can't knock it, man. You just can't catch it all. And I was nervous, man. I got a little nervous, not gonna lie. And then I watched this come down like this, and I'd be right freaking back where I started from with those trades. And I also had a lot of liquidity tied up into that one trade, and I wanted to loosen up some of that money, so I sold it, man. But now we're looking pretty good for another move up trap. Looking at Bitcoin on the 1 hour, we have a doji candle, possible anchor trigger wave before me with VWAPs coming up. Stokes RSI looking pretty good. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see what is happening with this 15-minute candle. But the 1 hour is looking pretty good. Like, it's getting ready to finally make some moves to try to do a reversal. A 4 hour is still kind of iffy, man. This is where we left yesterday, back here on this X. And I was like, I don't know how I feel about long in an X. And then we ended up doing that. So, like, well, frick, I guess I would have missed that one. And here we are back now with another X. What was interesting too, Trent, is I didn't notice this yesterday. Excuse me. But I was looking. What's really interesting about this move is we actually had bearish divergence right here. And if you saw that and you shorted it, you would have nailed the Trump tweet. And people would have been like, how'd you do that? And be like, I was just looking at the charts and I saw bearish divergence and I destroyed it. I destroyed it. I didn't know about the charts. Show me the charts. I'll show you the news. It says my famous favorite friend.
Yeah.
So how much hype built for October, Dumptober. Hit the like for the fams. Let's freaking go. We are getting kind of away from the 21. So hopefully we can come back and revisit that on the 1 hour, the 4 hour. 10, 19, and we're still kind of looking bearish, guys. I wanted that to be a doji candle reversal. Wow, that literally just closed, Trent. Well, I didn't even notice it was only a minute away from closing. Oh, frick. We went from an 8 to a 5. We went from an 8 to a 5, losing support right now. Well, I would wait. You maybe set an alert down here till you get the green dot. If you get the green dot, that's when I would come and reevaluate to see if we get that long. Maybe have another doji candle. Like I was just saying too, the 4 hour doesn't look super great. The 12 hour, technically the momentum hasn't rolled over and the green dot's still in play. But I would be feeling not super bullish about it, to be honest with you. Stokes RSI strength coming down, VWAPs coming down. Money flow is still kind of coming in, but we're so close to making a red dot. We're at 15, 16, and I'm a little antsy. I like to get into a trades when I have a lot more conviction. Like I bought a long down here, and I added to my long position down here. Or where the freaking scam wicks at? I'm totally lost right now in the 12 hour. Don't listen to me. Throw everything I just said out the window. I added to my positions right here, and I sold someplace over here. So I felt really good about my trade. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely.
The point is, I like to buy and sell when I know that it's a good time. Like I'm like, this is a good deal. I don't have to make trades every single day.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's your Bitcoin analysis. We are leaning. You know what we did? We got the 2-day close today. Oh man. Dang it, Trent. We were so close to getting an anchor trigger wave on the 2-day, and we would have got it today if it wasn't for this candle. would have started the uptrend. Oh, I'm so irritated now.
Well, I mean, if we go back up, we'll get it on Thursday.
Oh, I hope so. What's Thursday?
The next 2-day close.
Oh, thanks, Trent. Are we supposed to Are we supposed to have the China deal?
The China deal? I don't know. I mean, like, you know, we have the Fed meeting coming up. October 30th. And then, you know, we have like November 1st. We're gonna see what kind of tariffs actually go into effect or not.
Yeah.
You know, daily, so much hype built for October, Dumptober, rinse and repeat, all wash. Yeah, man. You know, the thing is,
Holy cow.
it's going to be one of those things like last year where October may still finish bullish. We may still have
Thanks,
a
Calvin.
bullish October on paper, but then if you look at the way that it actually panned out for retail, like people just got wrecked. And we still and then we still end up having a bullish October on paper. You know, it's like only because the last few days, you know, ripped us back up, which is not good for anyone really,
No.
except for the people doing the manipulation. Like,
well, we talked about this yesterday too, a whole bunch, and the freaking shorts the longs just fed it. Look at it coming down. There's a massive longs coming in right here. Just came out of nowhere, liquidated, and then they reopened again, trying to revenge trade, liquidated, opened again, trying to revenge trade, liquidated. Like, okay, we're gonna take a break. Like this wick, like that has to be the bottom. Boom, liquidated another 68 million, and then they're like, okay, we're just gonna let it watch it play out. They watch it play out, and then they see this giant wick down here. I don't know. They got liquidated again. Yeah, they keep getting liquidated. Stop opening longs. Dang it, let it pan out let it breathe. We do have shorts over here at 111. I mean, there's so many gaps, but one thing that Trent pointed out a whole bunch, and I've said so too, was we got a lot of liquidity up at the 114 level. Trent, do you know if we have a gap above us?
I do not believe we do, but let me look. You know, also stochastic RSI is at 0 on the 1 hour. You know, I think we've done our dumping, you know, for right now. I think we start inching our way back up.
It does kind of look like a W, and you kind of get that W pattern. I want the green dot. I need the green dot because that's how I have a strategy. I stick to my strategy. I guess I take it back. Every now and again, I get a hunch, and I go in prematurely trying to see if I can time it.
We all do. We all do.
Yeah, we all do. It's a terrible habit. I don't recommend it for anybody. Though you will catch bottoms when you do it. Data.
So do we have a gap above us?
Daily says he's gonna be right back. He's getting some food.
Yes, sir.
Some Panda Express. Daily, I almost took a picture of Panda Express sauce in my house. I almost took a picture for you. Trent, we're currently in the second worst October ever. Now, I want you to think about this. Second worst ever, right? We've had the tariff news again out the wazoo, and it's only down -4%.
Right.
I mean, is that terrible, Trent?
It's not, but again, the way that it happened, like you can just look at this on paper, and if I just, okay, you know what? I'm gonna run an exercise. We're gonna run an exercise live. Actually, maybe it's better if we reverse this. You want to do it to me? No pun intended. What I was gonna do is pick a month, any month of any year on this.
1943 March.
No. Any month of any year on this chart, as long as it's January 2021 or after. Pick a month, any month of any year on this chart.
After January 2021.
And then ask me how I felt about that month.
Okay, January 2022.
Okay, how did I feel in January 2022? Well,
don't let him look at the chart.
Okay, yeah. And God honest truth, I didn't see it.
No, we're changing to February now. February 2022.
Okay, February 2022. I think that I got
I'm practicing your self-control.
Yeah, okay, I don't see it. Like, so look, I think that in February of 2022, I got roped back in. We were in the bear market, and I got roped back into feeling bullish in February 2022 because if I'm not mistaken, that was the start of the Russia-Ukraine war, and Bitcoin actually pumped on the news of the war.
That war never would have happened if I was on office, guys.
And so
I would end it in one day. It never would have happened.
And so people were saying like, hey, the cycle might be extended. And I was like, man, well, what if it does get back to 60K, So now scroll it back up and let me see.
No, we're just gonna keep it hanging. It's gonna be part of the fun. Wait, you serious?
Scroll it back up. So February, yeah, I was right. Yep, 12% in a bear market. So, here's my point though. I think that was an exceptionally good memory for me to have about that. But if you don't have that memory and you just look at a random month and year on this chart and you just look at the number, it means nothing to you because 12% in February, that's fine, but then the thing is, what if you went into longs? February didn't pan, it's bullish right here, but it didn't pan out so well for you in the long run because it went up to a local top and look at the rest of the year.
Without looking.
Yeah.
On top of your head, what was the best month we had for crypto this year?
The best month we had for crypto this year. It was either. And
then the worst month.
Yeah. So it was. Now this is just showing Bitcoin, right? So it was either Feb. It was either the best. Okay, the best month for Bitcoin had to have been when we bottomed from 74K and went back up. So that was March or May, or April or May. I mean.
Okay, and then what do you think the best month was?
No, that's what I said. Best.
Okay.
And then.
What do you think the worst was?
Worst, I'm gonna say.
So help me if you say March or May again.
Well, the worst had to have been when we were falling down to 74K. So they would have been right. They would have been kind of right there together. So I am gonna say, I am gonna say April.
Okay, we'll take a look. So worst was February. So you said March or May. So March was really close, and then May was also May was our second best month. April was our best. So you said April. You did say April.
Yeah. So everything I was thinking was right there in that range.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty good, Trent.
Hey, but my Calvin says still believe we were in an elongated cycle of thoughts. Absolutely. The reason why is because Bitcoin has held the 50-week move. I was not. Look, it took a while to convince me of this, but Bitcoin has been above the 50-week moving average since September of 2023. Typically, Bitcoin should only be in a bull market for 18 months, according to the traditional cycle. So Bitcoin started its bull run significantly before the halving, 8 months before the halving. And it's still in that bull market. And it's held that 50-week moving average since September of 2023. If that's not an elongated cycle, I don't know what is.
And we talked about the dominance multiple times, Trent.
Yeah.
And the way the dominance came down, it did come down quick, but it should have been ripping and it shouldn't have been stopping.
Yeah.
and like what we were seeing. And then also another thing about the elongated cycle theory is all the ETFs still haven't came out. They're all on pause. And not just that the ETFs are on pause, but we have rate cuts for sure coming next year.
Yeah.
By a lot. Now, if we were getting rate cuts going up, I would have been like, okay, I'm a little bit nervous, like we're entering the bear market next year. But
Yeah.
there are so many signs saying we're bullish, it makes me feel pretty good. And the fact that hedge funds like to do the opposite of what everybody thinks. So that's also like, well, everybody's gonna be selling their Bitcoin cheap to them, so they're gonna be picking it all up.
Yeah. I was late to flip on this, but yeah,
You want
I
dive into whatever you're looking at?
Oh yeah, sure. I was late to flip. I was late to flip yes on this, but I do think we're in an extended cycle. You know, it's just
the nature of the dang beast.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
Trent, when was the first time you bought Bitcoin? What price was it? What did you buy it at?
It was January of 2021 at about 30 something K.
So if you first got into crypto with one coin and you were buying Bitcoin, how many Bitcoins would you have right now?
Oh man. Well, I don't know. I mean, so that was 2015. Bitcoin was like
$600.
Yeah, I might have gotten a whole Bitcoin.
Couple of them.
Maybe. Depends on,
Well, you would have gotten gains, and that probably would have convinced you more.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Well, just by nature of holding it, I would have studied it more at the time.
Yeah.
And then that would have convinced me.
My wife's brother threw out like 100 Bitcoin.
Dang.
Yeah, he had him on like a cold server, or not cold server, but on like a old school hot wallet, and that company got shut down.
Oh no!
Tried to recover them.
Bro.
That's something we should cover too, Trent. We haven't covered the dominance in a while, and that could bring a flicker of life to people's souls.
Yeah.
If you want Trent to touch your flickering soul, he will talk to you about why the dominance looks great right now.
Yeah. So this is my basic.
Oh no, easy.
My most fundamental reason for an extended cycle is the fact that this 50 moving average has been holding since September of 2023, and guys, the Bitcoin started a bull run. Bitcoin started a bull run like 8 months before it was supposed to, and it's still going right now, and the stochastic RSI on the weekly is at 0, and guess where we're at? Above the 50-week moving average still. So guys, this is here's my bet. Bitcoin doesn't see a blow off top, and I'm not saying that that doesn't mean that altcoins can't still rip when they're ready. Guys, the market caps of some of these altcoins, they're gonna rip when they want to rip, But as far as the Bitcoin chart, my guess is that you can take this whole section of the chart right here, and you can probably copy and paste it for next year. Which looks kind of boring. It's not super exciting, but it's slow, steady growth, and it's a lot of growth. So there you go. BTC.D. So we got the 21 still curving over. And I do still see this as a sort of bear flag. We see the wick up here moving towards 63%, and that was when the flash crash happened. Because altcoins were going to zero, but like not literally, but you know what I mean. But you know, it produced this long upper wick on Bitcoin dominance, and that wick, that wick is extremely bearish. This is what we call a shooting star candle. And technically, maybe this candle has to actually be red for it to be considered a shooting star, but it's fundamentally the same thing. You have the long upper wick, and that wick is sold off. And so it's a reversal sign. And to me, that makes this whole area right here one big bear flag. And that big bear flag
It's about to snap down.
is still pointing at like, well, let me be more conservative with that. It's still pointing down at this time a break underneath the 200-week moving average to come down and break below 51%. So, you know, that being said, you know, this MACD looks like it's wants to cross bullish on the weekly, but I think that would be pretty short-lived. Just because Stokes are pretty high, and I do see that as a bear flag up here. So.
Yeah, so you don't think it's gonna be a long, big move?
I don't think it's going to be a long, a quick move.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be a quick move down here to 54% to this. You know, if we lose this volume, we lose this point of control, come down to the value area low, 54%. Maybe contend with that area a little bit. Have a relief rally and then go lower. Yeah, it could be a fight. It could be a fight. I don't know. So
I'm trying to find like a good coin to trade, Trent. Right now, and everything looks good on the 1 hour, but then I'm like, okay, well, let's check out a bigger time frame, and then everything looks terrible. You know, the best one so far I've looked at, Trent, is Bliss.
Yeah.
Blessing the bless.
Yeah. And I'm up. Could you mind looking at Bless on Market Cipher real quick? Because I'm up 172% right now.
I think it looks good, Trent.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think it looks good. I mean, it's one of the best looking ones out there. And I say that because money flow's been coming in on the 1 hour. The one thing I don't really like is the VWAP kind of getting a flat top, buzz cut. Stokes RSI, strength looks good. Green dot still has momentum to go on the upside. We haven't even created an uneven butt cheek on the top half. But you know what's crazy is we actually had an uneven butt cheek down here, Trent.
Yeah.
Boom, you know?
Yeah.
And that, you know what they say, an uneven butt cheek is the best kinds of butt cheeks. The 4
that
hour
looks like a big. Oh wait, go back to the last one before you changed it. That looks like a big cup and handle. It looks like a breakout of a cup and handle right now. See that?
Yeah.
Like the three red.
The cup.
Yeah.
The handle. And that's
Exactly.
up. You did the 21 just crossed the 50. The 4 hour, we are touching the 21. So the question is, are we going to break above it? We still have momentum. Stokes on my and a Market Cipher are high with the curving up with the strength. We kind of have a slightly smidget of an angle of the VWAP. And usually you get that when you do come in some sort of resistant line, which just happens to be the 21, which happens to be over here. So now if we break above it, I would say at the next level we'll head to is 5.8. 5.8. 5.8 range. Now, if we expand out, Trent, to the 12 hour.
Now, what do you think the odds are that we would
have
off to the 21?
Well,
On
I
that
think it's good that we'll probably go through. And I think that because we have a doji candle right now on the 12 hour for a trend reversal of the previous red trend, We also have a green dot. I guess technically the green dot printed 4 hours ago, so it's not confirmed.
Yeah.
But that's looking pretty good. It went from a 0 to a 1 to a 13, and I like it gaining that higher numbers, jumping. When it goes like a 13, 14, 15, you're like, okay, clearly it's not picking up any more strength. You know what I mean? But having a giant jump like that is a good sign of a potential move. Also, if you want to say something really crazy, Trent, I mean, you can almost make some sort of point where you have like a shoulder, head, and shoulder pattern going to
Yeah, but the left shoulder is lower than the head.
Yeah, it's slanted.
Yeah. Well, it's okay if it's slanted, but the left shoulder can't literally be lower than the head. But
and now if you count the wick,
well,
and I'm using Hike and a She, so the wick is different.
Yeah. But I do like that. As much as it looks like we gave all of that gain back, like that is a significantly higher low. If you measured it, it's like still another 20% drop from there to the lows. So I do like that.
I did not hear that, Pepe, but I think it's possible. I mean, is that official though? Because I feel like a lot of people could be prosecuted.
Yeah.
What was the last project we were just reading about that did the same thing?
Guys, DZ needs to recover his 80% that he's down to make his girlfriend happy here in the logo.
On Cardano? Yeah, dude. I sold my Cardano down too. I was buying it at like $1.50.
His
I bought $1,000 at 99 cents. I think I sold it at 80 cents or 85.
His girlfriend, who I called an AI girlfriend yesterday, and then I was promptly informed that she's real. In any regard, DZ, it will, you will rebuild, you will recover. We all will. No, I'm down 80% on my portfolio. No, I know what you mean. But, I know what you mean. But yeah, you will rebuild, bigger and better. We all will. Now, I don't know what projects you're in, though. So, I mean, I can't promise you that. But
you drank the Safe Moon Kool-Aid? Dude, I had a friend.
I had a friend, too.
I had a friend religiously drinking. He had like $250,000, $300,000 of Safe Moon. He bought it early on. And he was telling me about it, and I was like, dude, this sounds really good. He's like, did you get it? Did you get it? I'm like, nah. He's like, you need to get it. He's like, don't let me convince you. You need to get it. I'm like, he's like, well, the guy used to be part of the CIA, and his mom used to be part of it, and she's got the works. I'm like, dude, I don't trust the CIA, number one. And then he came into me one day, and he was all like, he always wore a Safe Moon hoodie. And I'm like, dude, I don't know, man. It seems kind of sketch. And he goes, oh, it's legit. It's legit. It's legit. He'd kind of do that, and then he'd go. He was trying to come up. He's like, dude, to come up to utility, and you can get blenders and toasters with Safe Moon. I was like, what the hell? Like, who'd want a blender or a toaster? Like, it's a meme token. Like, who's gonna get a Safe Moon toaster? I'm sorry, but that sounds so dumb. I didn't tell him that, but I was thinking that.
Well, look, DCA, does it matter if he's a new buyer or not? I mean, I don't want to shade anyone in the chat here. I'm sure that he was like doing things at the time that he did it that was like that had.
Hey, is he talking about my friend?
That had logical reasons behind it, So no, he's talking about DZ, but I'm sure that he did things at the time because I've been there. Like, I'm sure that he did things at the time that were like well researched. I mean, to a degree. Like, yeah, I
like Kadena.
Yeah. I mean, like if someone let's just say Kadena, for example. If someone
Kadena came out in 2016. I mean, it survived one bull market then and survived the second one.
Yeah, I mean, if someone was in that, let's just say, for example, and they're not just sitting on their hodl positions, but actually had something rug. Hey, like a lot of us have been there. It's all growth, positive vibes. Nobody's shading anybody. So
so my friend, he was trying to get me buy Safe Moon toasters. You know, and he was making a lot of money in reflections. You know, I probably would have crushed on Safe Moon because I almost bought it like 30 minutes after it came out. And if I did that, I probably would have still lost a lot of money on it, but I still probably would have made money before I lost some. But I can't remember where I was going with this, Trent. I got distracted.
I don't know. We've got I am what's next on the old agenda here? You know, I do think I'm gonna say this.
Well, what was my picks? But it's hard to pick something right now because everything looks like a poo-poo.
Well, I may think about calling it an early night. I left from a birthday party to come over here. It's actually a 12-year-old girl's birthday party, and
question.
Yeah.
Why are you hanging at a 12-year-old girl's birthday party?
Because it's like a niece, you know. It's like the daughter of some of the people that we do ministry with. Yeah. And so
niece?
Huh?
Is it your niece?
No, it's not my niece, literally, but you know, it's
does, okay, guys. I'm just trying to tease him.
It did make me think about the question, you know, because we were playing this game with someone else where you draw a card and you have to give that whatever you pick, you have to give it unrealistic powers. Like, say you draw like a pet rock, but that pet rock also is upgraded to have like laser beams and this or that, and then you have to pick another card to fight it, right? Well, what if you had to fight a tween army? What if you had to fight an army of 12-year-olds? How many? This is a question for you, T-Square. How many 12-year-olds could you fight?
I could drop kick about 12 of them before I'd lose energy. How many 12-year-olds can you fight?
Well, this specific 12-year-old whose birthday it is, I've said that I could fight about 50. You know, and that's going to change depending on which 12-year-old it is, you know? Like, some 12-year-old boys are like big boys, you know? Like, especially in farm country.
You should see Muffhead's kid.
And especially in farm country or like in the hood.
Little Muffhead.
So, yeah.
Man, there probably will be, well, Alio.
But I can knock some heads off, you know what I mean? But,
who thinks about things like this, Trent? Can you look at hype? Yeah, we'll look at hype, and then we'll probably get pretty close to wrapping up because Mondays and Tuesdays are my long days. I had 13 hours in. I don't know if I actually have hype on here.
And then I will say, guys, here's going to be the plan, just so everyone knows that we're not going to spam you with super chats. We're going to give away one membership a week, and it's going to be based on
popularity.
It's going to be based on super chats. So, you know, there you go. But that's what everyone knows what to expect. One a week. Like, we're not spamming. Well, we can't, like, you know, we can't do a disproportionate amount of pushing, you know, for the size of our channel. So, you know, I am, just so everyone knows, I am being very thoughtful about not wanting to be tone deaf here. So there you go.
So, well, it's been pumping on the 15-minute. We're at the 21. So two things going to happen. Is either break through it or we're going to bounce off it or write it down. Just kind of hug it as we just kind of go down. So we still have momentum. View up looks good. Stokes RSI are low. Money flow is not on our side though. Now we come to the 1 hour. The 1 hour, what I did see on hype, Trent, is there is some bullish divergence we are getting on the 1 hour. We got Stokes RSI coming up. Money flow still not looking great. View up is coming up. So this probably is a fake out. Now it probably will come back up to like, wow. Whenever I do like a gap like this, I'm used to seeing a couple of dollar difference. It's like we're looking at 35, 32 to possibly 35.80 on the 1 hour. Come to the 4 hours, still looks like there's more downside to go. It does not look like pain's done. Now, we got 28 minutes left. So now if we close right here and we don't move, which is a good chance of doing because we have the bullish divergence in the 1 hour, and we can float right here, then we can say we get a double bottom. But we have to survive 4.5 hours to be able to confidently say we got double bottom. I just checked my trust wallet, approximately 120 BNB for SafeMoon 4 years ago. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of Safe Moon. Or a lot of BNB. But BNB 4 years ago, what was it 4 years ago, Trent? Like, I can't even remember.
Ooh, 120 BNB. Oh my god.
What's BTC looking like for tonight going into the morning? Okay, well, we'll go take a look at that. Hype. If we can get a double bottom, we'll be looking pretty good. We have 4.5 hours to survive, okay? 1 hour is bullish divergence. 4 hour, it says more downside. The 12 hour, it doesn't tell you anything. If you want to sift through the weeds on BTC, you have to find a time frame that gives you what you're looking for. Maybe this could be it right here, and we could be doing this little dealio. What the freaking frack did you just do to me, Trent? We could be doing this little bit of dealio, you know, making that little bull flag like pattern. We could be trading down. Currently, we have Stokes, Strength, RSI, Momentum, VWAP, Money Flow. Everything looks negative. I mean, we just had a ginormous price action to the downside, so it's kind of hard to figure out exactly when to go. I would not be surprised if we break a little lower, though. You want my opinion? We have a red X in the 4 hour, Momentum, Stokes. Everything is just saying coming down. The Money Flow is kind of like iffy. It's like literally on -2, so it's like on the zero line, so it's really hard to give you that long shot. The day we were supposed to have momentum to the upside, but on the 2-day it didn't get its green dot, and it says there's still momentum to the downside. Okay, and the 3-day still got momentum to the downside. Leaning in tomorrow, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a little bit of a pump up, you know, coming up to like 109. We maybe even get to 110 in the middle of the night, and then we get rejected. There's a lot of money outflow, and we're trying to find the bottom. And the hard part about finding the bottoms, it's something that you always reflect on later. You know, if we come in a little lower, maybe to 107, we can hopefully hold right here and get a double bottom. We create that W pattern to go up. There you go. We lost strength from the previous candle in the 1 hour from an 8 to a 5 currently. If we break below this, the odds of us coming down to 106 and not actually creating a double bottom, because that's the last support, is more significant. The VRVPN is telling us, where are we at? This is a strong level right here. And we break it, we'll break in this level, and we'll break that level, and we'll probably stop at 106,870 bucks. That's what the VRVPN says. So you know what? Knowing that, this might be a good level to put a limit order buy on.
Yeah.
You know, so not all bad news has to be bad news. You know, if we come over one more quick, and then we'll let Trent go to his 12-year-old party. Where am I at? We will come over here. We were on data. Liquidation, that's where I was at. Do a quick peek on liquidation. That's not what I wanted.
I got you a short and sweet one, Daily, for ADA Spotlight.
There's not a whole lot of liquidity left for us to go down and scoop up. So, you know, this could be a bottom. This could be a bottom. A lot of liquidity up there, man. A lot of liquidity. So, yeah, I think we'll be bearish through that the night, maybe 106.
And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you the shortest, sweetest T-Square's favorite segment that we've ever done. Guys, trade with BYDFi. It's that simple. You'll love it. There you go.
That was short. That was the shortest segment ever.
I mean, a lot of people that are watching right now already know the drill. You know, sometimes we can dial back the shilling a little bit. You know.
Yeah.
And then, Chris. No, but you really will love it, and you really will love the VIP signals in the Discord. So, in order to get the Discord, you got to become a channel member. And yeah, so okay, ADA Spotlight, guys. Short and sweet here. The midnight native token Night has officially minted 24 billion tokens on the Cardano mainnet. So the claim period has ended. They're going to technically go into a second round of a sort of mining claim period, and then and then your tokens are gonna thaw. So whatever your total claim is, they're not actually gonna show up all at once. They're going to thaw out into your wallet over some defined period of time that I don't know exactly what it is. It might be like 6 months, but you know, so hey guys, the largest airdrop in crypto history has officially the claim period is officially ended, and you're looking at over 30 million wallets across 8 different blockchains.
It's going to be the biggest rug in crypto history, guys.
No. It's the only true 4th generation blockchain that exists. In my
How many people do you think are going to dump?
It's the maybe a lot. I don't know, but it's the in my.
Oh my freaking word, Daily.
Hey, Daily, you do know. I hope you do realize I was gonna give the guy his membership anyway. I really was, but I just saw what you did to my name. You know. Anyways, I was gonna give the guy his membership anyways, but guys, we're doing one of these a week so that we're not tone deaf. So that we don't do more than the size of our channel allows for. And next week we will give away another membership. So there you go. Thank you, Daily. And
when we do our first buy-in for a game night, whatever we decide when we decide to do a buy-in, you get it in for free.
Oh yeah. He gets in way for free. I mean, actually, any $4.99 or above member gets in for free.
Okay, well then you get extra chips or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You're gonna get some bonuses coming your way.
Yeah. There you go. So yeah. So thank you, Daily, and congratulations, Daniel Ghazi. There we go. That means Daniel Ghazi. Well, I'll find you on I'll replay the chat and then find your profile. So there we go. You want to sign us off?
Yeah, I'll sign us off, Trent. I just wanted to say, Chris, if you're still available to come on tomorrow, I think I can get you on the channel. I have JJ's Cryptic Corner coming on also, and he's going to do a Cardano segment because we don't have Trent, and we're pretty excited to see what we're going to compare segments to Trent's to JJ to see how it is. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Daily, for all the support, man. That's absolutely crazy. I can't believe you did that. There's much love, man. We're feeling it coming through the screen. So is Daniel. Chris, looking forward to chatting with you tomorrow. Connor, good. What can I say? When can midnight be earned through staking? I heard DZ had a pool. Who will be eligible?
Well, yes, any Cardano stake pool that
DZ as in DZ or DZ as in Hit Network DZ?
DZ, he has a stake pool, yeah.
Wait, DZ like Hit Network DZ?
Yeah, Hit Network DZ.
No, I don't trust it. They wrote the last one. they wrote the last ADA pool.
Well, I mean, yeah, but the beauty of Cardano liquid staking is that your tokens don't get rubbed; they remain in your custody as you stake. So yeah. It's really just a delegation of the consensus power.
Hey, you know, anybody that I don't care. Anybody who uses humor with the camera, I don't want nothing to be a part of them.
Yeah.
Or the cool things I saw that man do with a dagger.
Any Cardano stake pool that is also a midnight validator means that you will earn both ADA and night when you stake. But again, we have to get through the thawing period of the airdropping stuff. So, you know, it's just the initial claim period is done. We still have a thawing period for the tokens and yada yada. But yes, once it's fully functional, any Cardano stake pool operator that is also a midnight validator means that you will earn both ADA and Night for staking your tokens. I don't know if DZ is also a midnight validator. I don't know. I mean, maybe he is, but me personally, I stake with, I delegate to Stake with Pride, and they also, they are a midnight validator, so I will earn ADA and Night. So there you go.
There you go, guys. Thank you for showing up, DZ. Jim Saul, I hope I can help you out with your hype. DTA and Pray. It's a pleasure. I can't talk. Thanks for coming in. Scrolling up. Pepe, thanks for giving us heads up on the Cardano. That's pretty interesting. You said shampoo devs are in prison. I don't know who the shampoo people are, but I wouldn't buy anything called shampoo. Calvin, thanks for showing up, my friend. I got some XRP news tomorrow for you guys. It's going to be good, so don't let me forget. Fenton Beats. Aussie, man. Are you an Aussie guy? I remember your name, but I can't remember what it was exactly because YouTube changed everything. But thank you for showing up. Real Meta, thank you for showing up. Daniel, guys are getting on fire. Thank you for showing up.
What's up, Shadow?
Shadow, my friend,
Dude.
how are you doing, man?
Hey guys, you know what? We are gonna stream on Halloween, and I haven't run this by you, but something I want to do on Halloween is I want to give a history of Reformation.
We're doing an early stream on Halloween.
Right. But I want to give a history of Reformation Day and Martin Luther nailing the 95 Theses to the door, because it was on October 31st when he did that. And it was also the Bitcoin white paper was written on October 31st. So I think we do like a combined like Martin Luther / Bitcoin.
Guys, I don't know if you do this or not. I grew my beard out so I can be Trent for Halloween. What do you guys think? Not so bad. But hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Shadow, you see that Cardano went bankrupt and they're out of business as of the Twitter. And Pepe said earlier that being prosecuted. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that's for sure they're ending their company and that they rugged like 60% of the liquidity out of the pool. Or at least that's what it appears to be because the drop was so dramatic. Anyways, hey, on that note, peace out. We'll be back tomorrow, 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. You guys have a good night. We're out of here. Thanks, Chris. See you tomorrow. Thanks, Shadow. Later, dude.